with restraint and effort. If we look at the symbol of the compass, or the compass itself, we can see it's an instrument with which we can draw circles with. But if we also see that the 2 points of the compass, one point is placed in what is to become the center, and that is where we stand, and the other point is used to encircle that point in the center, which is where we stand. Now, the compass, if you draw a circle around yourself, if you think of a compass above you, and one point places where you are standing, and you use the other point to draw a limitation circle around yourself, that is, you restrain yourself, metaphorically. You restrain yourself from overstepping the border of what is polite or ethical or socially acceptable, or what is going to be fall well on the ears of others. So if you're speaking, or if you're acting, or if you are eating, or if you are standing in a party or in an official meeting or at a table, or you are discussing a business discussion to convince somebody to take your contract, to contract you, or whatever it is in life, or you're trying to convince somebody of your ideas, which would be overstepping. You should not try to convince somebody. You should present your ideas in a moderate way, with that compass encircling you, to keep in moderation. You need to have a vigilance upon what you think the person, you have to know how to read the person you are talking to. So develop those skills and no restraint for that. And you must see, for example, oh, this person I'm talking to is an atheist, so I will not speak of religious. Or this person is religious, so I will not speak of religious, because it can bring contention. Politics would be the same. And so, for example, you would not speak of religion, or you would not speak of politics. You would not display social status differences that would make a person feel superior or inferior. And use this compass with all the skills you have developed to that point, which should of course become more subtle as you develop. And speaking of development, if we use the compass to exercise restraint with effort of restraint, we can also see that with effort, as we learn and develop our skills with that restraint, we can also use the compass to open out a bit wider and draw the circle, the horizon, make it even further stretched out. That is not overstepping the line. That is stretching your ability with effort. And it is with restraint and with effort. Effort to restrain yourself, and effort to increase your ability that you learn through self-restraint in communication and in succeeding in your goals through the tools of restraint which you apply with that compass, which will be your ethics, your morality, your training in your craft or your practice. And that you should slowly use the compass as you restrain yourself to also extend the boundaries of your success, and how skillfully you can go out in the world and interact with others and create good manifest results that are for the benefit of one's own happiness and the happiness of others, and for a better man and a better world. And for me, I would say that two important aspects that one could apply to the use of the symbol of the compass is restraint and effort, and that the compass has two purposes: to encircle oneself, to restrain oneself within the boundaries of what is acceptable and what is positive and skillful and does not harm others, and the other is to extend, slowly develop and expand your ability and skillfulness going out in the world and interacting with others.